All right, everyone, welcome to another Wednesday evening with Masculine Geek, number 196, the live stream AD&D game session 34. And without further ado, the Rational DM, Mr. the Rational DM, Mr. Raul Tomasi, take it away, please.
Hello. Okay. I'm trying to share all this stuff.
Rational DM, Mr.
Oh
Raul
shit. Hang on one
Tomasi,
second. Let me
take it away, please.
Hello. Okay, there we go. I have to mute my YouTube. I'm trying to share this right now so we can get things underway. Boy, we haven't done this in a while, man. I'm glad to be back.
It's good to have you back. It's good to have you back.
Doing something new. Yes. Welcome to the new studio, by the way. I'm still trying to get the lighting correct in here. Just
is like a red pulsing light in the
Yeah, it's my corner light. That's just one of the I did that just for you guys. It's just
that's awesome.
It's the disco lights. So we can,
fantastic.
Yeah, so we're gonna do disco, man.
Yeah.
See, I like that you have the two cameras, so you can do like the Sybil Shepherd filter shots.
Which, there, now you can see
about 10 years younger.
It looks a little bit bigger on this on right here. I don't know. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I can do this, can I? Yeah. This is like part of the new. Like this is how. Like I got space for days right here. In fact, I wasn't actually gonna go with that the whole thing. There we go. You can see my smiling mug. I got like some nice new acoustic and stuff. It's really cool. And then, so this is the second one, and then this is camera 2 right here.
I'm so used to that one. Yeah,
works pretty well. Yeah, and then I got the nano leaf thing going back there, and I got the disco lights and everything. I don't know. I'm just trying to throw it out a little. I don't want it to be like too crazy in the background, but like give some visual interest.
It looks really sharp.
The problem is like I can't get my devil horns unless I like go all. I gotta go all the way
you have to go all the way back and then kind of position yourself. Yeah.
I got more room. I could probably run. I could actually probably have a guest in here or two if I wanted to. So it's like this is half the reason I ended up buying this new place. So it's pretty cool. Simon Lviv, hey, the Tinder Swindler is in the house.
So are you going to set up like a little Greyhound racing course in there?
Well, you know what? I was going to say I have about enough room in the backyard where I could put a coursing track out there.
Nice.
The reason I got this place is because it's like it's ideal for the dogs.
Get that electronic rabbit on the track so they can chase it.
Yeah. Okay. Where? Let me see. I gotta share.
Fire up that Photoshop.
Yes, I already did. Boy, have I been. Trust me, I've been prepared for this for a while now. So let me share my window here.
Looking forward.
There we go.
Oops. Well, there we go.
So I gotta zoom here and get a little bit more. And let's.
Right, I forgot we were there.
Yeah. Okay. So here was the deal. And then I don't know if you remember, you guys came through that very tight single.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Secret door. Okay.
Secret door.
Yeah, secret door is very, very secret.
Any girls there? I want to know them.
All of them.
Okay, so you guys have technically you guys are still. Let's just give you a little bit of rest. I mean, you guys are more or less back up to hit points after the spider incident, and none of you really got like paralyzed, which, by the way, was a very real chance on the last one. You found this secret room or the secret passage because you watched the. I'm just going to give you last on Masculine Geek. If you recall, you sort of went on that little vision quest or saw that sort of. A movie or whatever, like you saw the visions of the guy who was killed, who was an escaped slave, and that's how you found the secret passage in the first place. So just long story short, the possibility that you were that this might be some sort of slaver's exit, or like maybe it's a secret way for slaves to move in and out, has sort of crossed your mind since then. And let's see what else. That's okay. Don't worry about it, Amos. We don't want to watch you eat anyways. So anyways, you can have a look once again at where you guys are at. You are in a stock room or supply room, not unlike some of the other ones that you have been been going through. You've been in this room since you made the crossing through the passage here. I would say probably been in this room, sort of collecting your catching your breath for probably the last, like, say 15, 20 minutes. So, let me see if I can boost this up a little bit more for you. There we go. Okay, so as it stands right now, there is one door here. The only light that is emanating at all is from Lupo's the bullseye lantern, of course, your light boy.
Yeah.
And excuse me, he's you guys are kind of milling about and just sort of catching your breath and sort of sort of collecting your thoughts of what you're going to do. The door in front of you, Blodgett has already figured out, is just it's a standard door. There's no lock on either side of it. It looks like most of the standard doors you have seen on most of the stock and supply rooms. And again, after having sort of like gone through this, you after sort of checking out the room for a while, it's mostly supplies. It's looks like it's like slaver caravan wares, nothing of like super value. However, Grot, under the crates near you over here, if you can see, you notice something like that looks like some sort of slip of paper or something underneath the crates that are right there.
Where's Benjamin? Is he running around?
He's
Can
he's
Grot even read though?
Do you want me to put him on there? I'll put him
on
in here. There he is. Okay.
Yeah, I can read. I can read basic comments. I'm not that dumb.
It's underneath. You happen to notice it is underneath the. I did link you already. It's underneath the boxes that you are next to right there.
All right.
It looks as if it's been like something has been wedged, like a piece of paper maybe that is like wedged underneath it. And again, Lupo finds a couple of empty sort of flagons, I guess, or like beer steins. And again, there is another 2 gold pieces in the beer, although there's no beer in this now. This one is dry, but there is 2 gold pieces that are in it.
Can we still smell it in there? Does it seem like somebody has been drinking here recently?
No, the beer that was in the stein is no longer there. It's dried. It's dried into it, so there it's not liquid, if that's what you're asking though.
Grat's going to point down to the thing down there, the cargo cask, and say a wedge of paper, and then he'll bend down and try to take it.
What do we call the badger? What's the badger's name?
Benjamin.
Okay, he's kind of tugging at something that's underneath the wedge underneath here.
Right, so I'll kind of gently move him back, grab him by the scruff, and move him back, and I'll grab that piece of paper that looks to be a piece of paper. Take paper.
You grab it, and then it is actually not just one piece of paper, but it is 4 cards that have been shoved underneath this. And you notice that they are all the same card of differing suits.
Oh, somebody was cheating.
Correct.
So Cappy's been playing cards here, is what you're telling us, right?
Gret noticed. I thought that was clever. I'm like, okay.
Kind of cool. Gret say Sled was here. Sled here.
So clearly you can see that there was like some sort of card game that was taking place with all the chairs that are actually, facing each other right here.
And then they hid their cheating cards underneath the. All right. I'll pocket them.
Okay. All right. That's where you're at. You again, only light source is Lupo right now, which for the bullseye lantern is pretty good. But other than that, it's fairly dim in here. But it's enough to light up more or less the entirety of the room.
Okay.
The only other there are no torches, there are no lanterns, there's no other like alternative light sources in here except for the wall that you came in when you came through the secret door right here. There is a torch bracket. The torch is unlit, but it is in the bracket and it is hanging down from the wall. And Duncan can see this, although Duncan's not with us today.
So that was the release mechanism.
So yeah, exactly. So Duncan takes the torch and pushes the bracket back up, and it closes the secret door closes up.
So that's we have to remember that. Did I see that? Did Grat see that? Or was he busy with the?
Everybody sees that. I mean, it's
okay.
It makes you guys just came in, so you guys figured it out. Like I said, you guys have been in here for 20 minutes. That's why I'm giving away everything right now.
And you said we're pretty much full. We're pretty much full hit points and well rested right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Grat's gonna walk over. He puts Benjamin in his backpack in his usual spot, and then he's gonna walk to the door and then kind of just cock his head and listen and like put his ear not actually on the door but close to the door. And does he hear anything?
Roll me a d20.
All right.
I
got a bunch of them here. Let's use the new one.
I know.
I rolled a 20. Look at that. Look at that shit.
You did. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe.
No, you don't hear anything.
I just blew my 20 on the on the hearing roll.
Actually, roll me another d20 right quick.
All right.
Because that might be good for something. It might be good for something else.
This is only a 2.
Right,
of course.
Fucking opposite ends of the spectrum tonight.
All right, Blodgett, what do you want to do?
Do you want me to roll luck die?
Yes, I do. Actually, 1d4, please.
Oh, good call.
You will need it for this night.
And I legitimately got a 4.
Okay, 4 luck points to you, my Harfoot friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's not even go there.
Rings of Power is not as bad as everyone thinks it is. I'm just happy they're actually doing something out of the Silmarillion. How's that?
Well, except they're not actually using anything out of the Silmarillion.
That's true. If you liked Witcher, how can you not like?
I like the Elric books that the Witcher plagiarized.
I like the source material. Yes, Elric.
I was going to say, you know what? I enjoy the Witcher for what it is because it will be completely ruined by third season.
Oh well, yeah.
That I am sure. Blodgett, what are you going to do? You got your 4 luck points.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Grat was just listening at the door.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grat didn't hear anything.
Okay. I will professionally, as the half venture capitalist that I am, listen at the door.
All right. Roll d20.
All righty.
Harfoot.
And I rolled a 16.
That's good enough. You don't hear anything, but you can catch a peculiar smell. You're not sure if it's grot, and you're not sure if it's
Grat no bathe lately.
It smells like maybe like wet animal, I guess, like maybe a wet dog or something. But of course, it could be the badger, it could be grot.
Could be Benjamin, yeah.
Kind of like a wet doggish kind of smell.
Sour milk and urine combination?
Not quite that.
Okay. All right.
Like body odor and like rainwater.
Okay.
But that's just again the most faintest hint of it. So it like I said, it could be the badger.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the big guy and his pet or something outside this door, but something's smelling like wet dog.
Aldemar, where are you? What you doing, man? What you doing, man? Besides,
I'm gonna move.
What are we drinking tonight, Aldemar?
Mead. I guess.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm gonna go over to where Grot is.
Okay. Here or here?
On his right side.
Here. Okay. All right. You are properly positioned. Gray, you're up? What's up? What are you gonna do?
I am also going to move up in the direction of the door since everybody seems to be heading that way, and just get ready for moving through, I suppose.
Where's Amos? Is Amos with us?
Yeah, he's
eating.
He's just eating.
Okay. What do you want to do, Amos? Roll.
I'm kind of backing towards the crowd as I'm looking in the corner, just making sure I don't miss anything.
Okay. Roll me a d20. This is
3.
this is your not missing anything, and you don't see anything.
This is you're not missing anything, and
You're literally
did.
not missing anything. Grot, back to you. What are you going to do?
Do I see a way to open this door? Is the handle
it's
unlocked?
Yes, it's just
unlocked?
like it's got a ring pusher kind of thing to it.
So it does push away from me. All right.
It'll push out.
I look at Blodgett. What one Grat opened to open door?
Well, if we're ready to get out of here, that's the way we haven't gone. We might as well go this way.
All right.
I'm going to back up toward Gray, back against the wall, short sword out, dancing short sword, obviously.
Okay,
out and
blue.
ready.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll have.
You now have another light source Blodgett in your hand that is glowing.
Okay,
Grot.
fine, cool. I'm going to push the door open about maybe 3 or 4 inches,
Okay.
and then now listen again.
Okay. Roll me a d20 for the now listen again.
All right. Now, do I smell that, and do I realize that it's me or something else?
You don't smell anything.
All right. So I'm like, oh, smell fine. to
You're
me.
not smelling. You're listening. Roll d20.
Fuck! I rolled another 2.
There you go. You hear nothing. I'm not even going to roll on that one.
I ain't hear
You do
shit.
not get the percentage dice.
Do I? I'm gonna sniff. Does Grat smell anything?
Okay, roll me a d20 for your does Grat
right.
smell anything dice.
15 smelling dice.
Yeah, let's see. You smell what smells like might be like I don't know, an animal like a dog or a pig or something like that, like some sort of livestock smell, but you can't really place it. It could be a horse for all you know.
All right. Grat's gonna look back at Blodgett, and after listening, he opens the door. Oh, and by the way, did that door creak when I opened it or no?
No.
Okay,
No.
so the door opens relatively silently. I look back and say, Grat smell wet animal.
You sure it's not you?
But not entirely
I
sure.
turn
Could be Grat myself, but I can't smell me.
Hey,
So.
yeah. When was the last time you took a shower, Grot?
When was the last time any of us took a shower?
I was
All
gonna
right,
say that,
so
last
I
time
had
we took
to
a
go
shower.
my channel.
Hey guys, want the shower?
Blodgett,
Right.
right. Blodgett has his short sword, so you have just a touch of light. So I'll give you just a little bit of.
Yeah, I'm gonna push.
Area.
I'll push the door open.
I'll give you
further
a
now.
little bit of area here. Oops! As soon as I back that down. Hang on.
Open the door further. See.
I'm assuming when Grot was looking out, he was looking out into darkness.
Well, I can see a little bit with my infravision,
You
but
can see just a touch, but your short sword is ruining it, sort of. So you
Okay.
can see about that much there.
Okay.
Grat not see much, but does not appear to be anything other than bad smell.
Well, gentlemen, the hair on my feet are standing up. I've got a feeling we're about ready to walk into a fight, so I'd say get ready if you aren't already.
I'm going to prepare to cast Bless on everybody.
Okay, you're going into your chanting Shalom Aleichem.
No, I'm not casting it yet, but if things seem to get weird,
You're
if we
thinking about
encounter
it.
something, then I will.
You're putting it at the foremost of your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Blodgett, you're actually next in line. What are you gonna do?
I am short sword out in my right hand. Since I'm not opening the door or having to pick any locks, I'm going to pull my silver dagger out in my left hand.
Okay.
And so I am
Now
crouched.
fighting Florentine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am now crouched down, ready to spring on something, either if it comes out at it or back, depending on what comes in or out the door. If not, I'll follow behind Grot once he moves through.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
try to move off into the shadow, which will be impossible with my sword glowing. But, I'm
Mhm.
trying to keep a back or something to a wall or something to my back, so I'm not
All
vulnerable.
right, I repositioned Lupo so you got a little bit more light this way. So,
Okay.
Grot, you're on point right now. I can't really go to anybody else. So,
All right, Grat will draw his two-handed sword in his main hand. Make sure Benjamin's hunkered down in the pack, and I will thrust the door open all the way
Yep.
and step into the room about 5 feet.
Well, you don't step into a room, actually.
No.
You step into
A pit.
Let's hope not.
step into
Right.
a hallway.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I didn't go rushing down here and bang my head on the far wall.
Like
Grat
that's
find
never
hall.
happened before.
Grat bang head. Grat in hallway.
So you're the half orc in the hall.
Troll. Grat is in the hallway.
Hulk smell meat snacks.
Okay, so Grat is there. The door is now open, and you guys can now. The door is opened out, so you can look into the hall here. Blodgett, you have some light. Lupo's light comes out to right about there.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So Blodgett, Grat's moved himself out there. I'm gonna move on to you since you're next.
Yes, I will move through the door and about where Grot is, but over to as we're looking at the screen, the left-hand side. So, yeah, down a little bit on the other side of the door. Yeah, right about there.
Okay, and then I will give you just a touch more. In the glowing light of your dancing short sword. Okay, now Eldamar, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go through the door to join Grot and Bludget.
Okay. You want me to put you here?
Yeah, we'll go there.
Do you have a weapon drawn too? Do you have like?
Yeah, I have my sword. Oh, okay. I have my long sword in this campaign. Still.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Yes, you do. Okay. Good enough. Oh, and by the way, I have you down for what have you got now? By my last record, you are at. Let's see. I want to say 10. Yeah, 10. You're at 10 arrows, 2 of which are still those magic +1 or +2 arrows. So you're actually technically you're. So you've got 8 normal and you got 2 magics right now. Just a reminder. Gray, what do you want to do, Gray? Besides think about how to cast a spell.
I guess I'm just gonna follow them into the room too. Tell Lupo to be cautious.
Okay, it is not a room, it is a hallway, and Lupo will move up to right about here. Rothas, anything you would like to do?
Well, I'm gonna have Duncan go ahead of me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of take up the rear.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Well, that's why he had Duncan go ahead of him.
Exactly. Don't bend over.
Yeah, elf in the rear.
We're never gonna score! We're never gonna score!
Who?
All right, Rothas, you are right there. Lupo's right beside you, wondering why you're keeping up the rear. Okay, Grot, up to you.
All right.
I presume you're looking however you want to do it.
Is there all right? Does Grotz feel any airflow coming from any specific direction, or is it all the same?
Not necessarily.
All right.
So you guys are underground. There's most definitely no airflow in here.
Does it smell any different in here?
Roll me a d20.
All right.
Roll me a. Does it smell any different here? Roll.
6.
No, it doesn't smell anything. You smell nothing.
Is there a wall behind Gray, or has he got open space behind him?
No, it's open space behind him. You mean over this direction?
Well, right behind where Gray's icon is.
No.
Where I'm looking forward at Gray, am I seeing
you're
nothing but darkness behind him, or
Yeah,
am I seeing a wall?
You're seeing a wall.
Okay.
All right, great.
Wall right here.
Grat
Okay.
say we go forward to right. Behind, in front of me. Let's go this way.
Follow you.
To the right?
Well, if you're looking at the screen, it's to the right,
Okay.
but it's actually forward from where I'm at. Yeah. I suggest we go that way
Okay.
since I'm already in lead with Aldemar.
Do you want to move ahead a little bit so you can use your infravision, and those of us
Yeah,
with
let me
magic sword stay in the back?
Yeah, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead about like 10, 15 feet.
I was checking my prepared spells, and I forgot I have a ring of infravision.
Yes, you do. Not going to make any difference to you right here because the light is spoiling your future vision. You now suffer from the same malady that everyone else does. So you can look right about down to there, another 10, maybe 15 feet. You have no light source, so it's kind of difficult for you to see from where you're at, Grot.
Can I make a smell perception roll again?
Sure.
Thank you. 7. Only a 7.
No, you don't smell anything.
All right, let me get
that away. And no, okay, no, nothing.
All right,
no appreciable.
All right, Grad no feel, no air movement, nor no bad wet dog smell.
All right, Aldemar, what are you doing? And be very specific when you tell me what you're doing.
Okay. So
you have a sword in your hand.
I got a sword in my hand. I'm gonna go. Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go to the left, where everybody else is headed. I'm assuming. Okay, there's more. Yeah, I was gonna say is at the end of the hallway. With my sword in a ready to defend myself position, but I'm gonna try and go near where Gray is.
Okay. So you're gonna come up behind him.
I'm gonna try and go between him and Blodgett.
Yeah, you can. You can. You have lots of moves. So, and by the way, you can move through each other. Don't.
Okay, I'm gonna push past him and be like, okay.
How far do you want to go? You want to go full movement, or you just want to go tell me 20, 30? You can stop at 40 feet.
We're good. I'm gonna roll for perception.
Okay.
What I'm looking for is any hint of danger. Okay.
This is your I'm looking for any hint of danger.
That's very ambiguous.
I like that one. Keep going.
You're going in the wrong direction of we are.
It's first edition. If you think you can do it, you probably can.
All right. Oh God. Of course the train has to come. So I rolled an 18.
You see a train coming down the hallway. There's a light at the end.
Just a flashlight and someone playing train noise.
All right, you are a human, merely human. So you, oops, not that. Wait a minute. I need to get this one. There we go.
And let's try not to split the party.
So you can see probably about another 15, 20 feet right here. Go.
Each of those blocks about 5.
Each block is about 10 feet. So
okay, I'm gonna keep moving as far as I can go.
Just so you know, you're going in the opposite direction that we are.
He's going this. He's
just a heads up. So you may find danger faster than you think.
In the darkness.
Rothas blurts out, ancient elf wisdom says, don't split up.
Or transform yourself into a happy little elf that looks like the hot dog on a stick guy.
Exactly.
Okay. Duncan is just kind of sort of deciding what you guys are going to do. Lupo will come out here into the hallway so you have a little bit more light going for you, but it's just about as helpful as anything else. Let's see. Actually, Blodgett, you're right here. Might as well go with you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to move up into the area between Aldemar and Gray, and I want to inspect that wall across from us.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're inspecting the wall. Rothas, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stand right next to Lupo and just watch who's going where.
Okay. There. Duncan is sort of watching here as well. Blodgett, roll me a d20.
A 15.
It is a solid wall, like all the rest of the construction in the walls that you have seen thus far. Aldemar, there is no, your spidey senses aren't tingling, if that's what you're asking. And there is no, the floor seems pretty level. And the only reason I'm bringing that up is because when you were coming in here, remember that there was a downward slope that you noticed, but there is no downward slope here. It seems very flat.
Okay. Is it my move?
No, it's actually Grat's move. I'll come back to you. Hang on. Grat, what do you want to do?
All right. turn around and look at everybody. Say, Grat, moving this way. See what up hallway. So I'm gonna move cautiously, checking out the floor, kind of tapping it with my sword, going up another 5-10 feet, and see if I can see anything like another maybe T intersection, or see if this corridor dumps into anything. Ah,
there we go. You see what looks like a edge of a door right up ahead of you, right there. Roll a d20, please.
And I say over my shoulder, not too loud, but Grat find door. I think. 3. God damn it.
3. That is your. I found a door and I didn't see shit.
I found it. Grat find door, but not see shit.
Okay, now let's see. Where's Duncan? Is just sort of waiting to see which way the wind blows. Aldemar, go ahead. You're on point. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna head to where Grot is. As far
Okay,
as
so you're gonna move back.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put you over here. Oh. And Blodgett. So you're checking out the wall. Roll me a d20, Blodgett.
18.
18. Wow, my goodness. All right. And Rothos, roll me a d20 as well.
Okay. All right. 4.
4. Okay.
Blodgett,
only you hear this, only you know this, nobody else knows this. But you hear what you think might have been like a very faint, like yell or a scream or something coming from down this direction, the direction that Aldemar was just out over here.
Okay.
But you can't, it's like, it's tricking you almost. It's almost like you thought you heard it and then you didn't, but it's like, it's so faint. It's kind of hard to hear, but that's only you heard it. And the only people who would have had a chance to hear it are you and Rothos because of your non-human status.
Okay. Gray's about
no one else knows this except for you, unless you want to make it known.
Gray's about 10 feet away from me.
Okay. Not even that. 7 feet away. 5 feet away.
I whisper loud enough for him to hear. I think I heard someone scream.
That's good.
And
I mean, would I have heard that too?
What? Real loud? Huh?
It was kind of faint.
Could I hear
down
him
this direction,
whispering
but
to
it
me?
sounded like someone screaming.
Then go in. Grat say go in this direction by door.
Well, is it? Did it sound like a pained scream, or did it sound like somebody
Pleasure?
enjoying this?
DM?
I'm a hobbit.
I don't know.
We don't know what's happening in this
I don't
place.
know these things.
It could
be
a
walking
prisoner
into a
being
goblin
tortured,
orgy for all we know.
or it could be a slave being tortured. I'm just telling you what I thought I heard.
Grat. All right.
Well, let's go find out. If somebody's being tortured, we'll either save them or join in, depending on who they are.
Someone else's balls are going to fry, apparently.
Well, only if it's an orc.
All right, Hrothos, you basically can hear what Blodgett's saying because you have what your elf ears hear. So
I
over here, Blodgett saying this to Greg.
Well, let's get a move on then.
What do you want to do? Your actions. Go.
Oh, I don't know, following Blodgett to investigate.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know yet. I don't know if he's decided to investigate, but Gray, what did you want to do?
Oh, which direction are we hearing this sound come from?
Well, Blodgett is from down this direction over here.
Yeah, the opposite direction of where Grot is going. So we need to either let the party know or we need to decide that we're just going to ignore it and follow.
I tap Aldemar's shoulder and say, Blodgett heard a scream from down that way. Run down there and check that out.
All right. If it's my turn, I will do that.
He's the ranger.
Right.
So
Don't just blindly follow this old man, Aldemar.
So it's harder.
Has no idea what the
him
fuck
to be
he's doing.
surprised. He's sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Blodgett needs to go down there, if anyone. Why Grat have to be genius in this situation?
Actually, hold on a second. So I just thinking about something here. Aldemar is the ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He should be kind of ahead. You know what? In the interest of party survival. Wait a second. Is he part elf?
No.
No.
Okay, he's human.
Yes.
I think it would make more sense for him to have this infravision ring if he's going to be scouting ahead.
Okay. What are you going to do? Are we having this discussion, or are you just gonna hand it to him and
give
say,
him the
"This is a
ring,
student"?
and I say,
Put this on.
put this on. You'll be able to see in the darkness quietly. Go that way. We heard a scream. Investigate it.
Oh, I thought you told him to look quietly. I'm like, I don't know how you can.
And somebody tell Grot, because I don't know if you heard, and then
Aldemar, Gray is handing you the ring, and his this infravision ring. Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll follow, and not trying not to metagame here, but he's the ranger, so it would make sense for him to being the sneakier type for him to go on forward scouting.
Okay. So you're contemplating all of this, and you're handing him the ring. Aldemar,
Sneaky
Gray is-
outside, yeah.
So that
What do you
he
want to
can
do?
be further ahead.
Aldemar, Gray is handing you a ring, saying, "This is the infravision ring. Probably suit you better."
I cannot deny that I've greatly desired this ring.
So
I will be a king.
he drops it in your hand. What do you do with the ring?
I put it on my finger.
Well, you can only put it on one hand, because on your left, your right hand. Your left hand, by the way, still has your soul ring on there.
Yes, you can only have one other ring.
And you will die and lose your soul if that ring comes off your finger.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on my right.
Either that, or what was Rob's character's name? The tiefling.
Oh, I forget.
Oh, I remember the one that didn't he get like burned to a Christmas?
Well, we never did find out what happened to that, but I do know this, Aldemar's soul is now in that ring. So, so you do have one free hand to put it on, so you can use it if you so desire. So
I'm gonna put it on my right hand. On the index finger.
Okay, you now have infravision as if you were just about an elf, I believe. So I believe it's like 70 feet, 60 feet, whatever that is. I'll look it up, but you have infravision now.
That's cool.
I forgot that I even had the ring for a while. Anyways, I didn't even know until I was checking what spells I had memorized, and I'm like, holy shit.
Aldemar looks at his hands, and he is reminded of the cold chill that his soul is actually dependent on that ring being on his hand.
It does make more sense for the person that's more likely to be in front.
Grant, what are you gonna do? You are you seeing these guys sort of milling about back there. They're not, you can't really catch too much of their conversation. Roll me a d20 real quick though, Grot.
All right. 18.
18. Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. You smell wet animal coming from this direction over here.
Oh.
It sounds like it. I mean, it's not really wet now. So it smells more like really bad, like BO/horse smell.
It's just.
And you think you heard something like a.
So I give a bit of a start. I'm going to turn around and I
You're
see
trying to figure out what they're saying, and you hear this from behind you, and you get catch a whiff of whatever that was
from behind me.
Well, you're looking at them, trying to figure out what they're saying, and then you turn. Then from behind you, that's where you hear.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. All right, so all right. Grat hears something and smell horse or some such.
Oh boy.
We need what
guys,
what going on down there? Stop fooling around.
Fooling around.
Stop fooling around.
We hear screaming coming from this other direction.
Well, I hear Grad hear monster noises coming from this direction.
Monster
There's
noises.
monster noises. What's it? What is that creature from Bugs Bunny? Gossamer or some shit?
Yeah,
Red
Yes.
thing.
yeah, big red fuzzy
Exactly.
thing.
Yep. I hear a gossamer
Monster.
with teeth and claws.
All right, so you guys can also see that Grot is now disturbed in some way,
More than normal.
more than normal.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't know what he's even talking about because it just happened like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I give it an involuntary shudder, and I'm going to turn back to the sound in the door.
Okay, so we can go in the direction where we think there's a monster, or go the direction of the scream, which is also probably a monster. Okay. Logic will go whichever direction the party's wanting to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys want to do? Are we following Grot through the door,
Like to
or
know
are we
more.
going to investigate the scream?
Come to the door.
Don't all answer at once.
Okay.
We're going to go my direction.
Blodgett is talking this way. Now, Blodgett, roll me a D20.
A20.
A20.
Nice.
Rotas, roll me a D20, please.
17.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Well, I don't need to roll for Blodgett, but yeah, okay. So both of you at the same time. Now, Gray doesn't hear this. All the humans, and, well, Grot's too far away. All the humans do not hear any of this. It's like you guys are like, it's like a dog whistle, right? You guys can pick up on this like frequency because of your non-human status, but you hear what sounds like a choked scream for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and then it ends. No one else hears it except for you guys, and it's very faint, and it lasts for like it sounds like it's a choked off scream, like it's like scream for a second, and then just dead silence.
Oh shit.
I look at Gray and said, I hear it again. It sounds like someone needs help. We need to go this direction.
I cast bless on everybody.
Okay, so you go into bless. That's your action.
Yeah.
Rothas, you heard the same thing. What do you want to do? It actually kind of gives you a little bit of a chill down your spine because only you and Blodgett actually picked it up.
Oh shit.
I walk over to Aldemar and I grab him by one of his arms and I say, there's something down that way. You're the tracker. You go take a look.
Okay. Aldemar,
We'll back you up.
Right.
You go.
I'm going to turn to all of them and say, hey, we're in this together.
Shut the fuck up.
No, we're in this together. Y'all are coming with me together.
Y'all.
Shh, I'm casting a spell.
Lupo is like what, he doesn't know which way to go. He's just kind of like, he's visibly shaking because he doesn't know what's going on with Grot, and he doesn't know what's going on with you guys because he doesn't know what you guys just heard. So, and neither does Duncan. Human Duncan does not know either. So, okay, Aldemar, what you want to do? Do you want Rothas is grabbing you and telling you all of this?
I'm going to basically shrug his arm or hand off my shoulder, wherever he's grabbing me, say, look,
Filthy elf.
Wow.
and say, look, we're in this together. We're all
These
we're
aren't
gonna burn.
pillows.
The traditional elf greeting.
Yes.
All right. I'll let you guys stop laughing, and then I'll give my instructions.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, guys. We done?
Go ahead, Aldemar. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pull out my sword and stick it up against everyone's neck except Grot's and say, we're all gonna go up there together. Has anybody got a problem with that?
I just after you.
Is anybody? You guys can react. This is you.
You give him an infrared ring, and look what he does.
Well, I just want to make sure whoever's in the lead can see what's in front of us.
Okay. Rothas, he's kind of trying to shake you off. He's like kind of gesticulating with his sword, which was already in his hand. Lupo's kind of, taken aback by all of this. Duncan is kind of like on his guard, like what's going on with Aldemar. Right. Grot, you see all of this, but you also know that there's something possibly down this way. You heard some sort of like...
Grat here, snoring monsters. Come, let's go this way.
Blodgett here screams, we need to go this way.
Monsters
will wait for us.
Monsters mean treasure.
All right. So, Aldemar's right there. He's got his sword out. He doesn't know what to do. Gray, your blessing goes off on everybody. So now everyone is blessed by Gray while Aldemar is holding a sword to your neck. Let's go with Blodgett first.
Blodgett moves in the direction of the scream.
Okay. Let us go this way. Blodgett, you find what looks like a door right here. And you can see right down to about here. There is a bend in the passage right about this way.
Do I think the sound came down the passage,
door here?
Or
this
do
door,
I think it's possibly the door?
Okay, so you do have your short sword out, so you have a light source.
Right.
The door looks almost identical to the one that you just came out of, and it is just that heavy construction, but very similar to it. And then you can see, let's see, right about here. You can see that the corridor keeps going down, but there is some sort of passage that goes this way as well.
Do I think the sound I heard was echoing down the hallway, or do I think it could possibly have come from this door?
Okay, roll a d20.
A 12.
A 12. Yeah. You're fairly certain it didn't come from behind the door because it would have been much louder.
Okay. Just in case, I will stop and listen to the door to see if I can hear anything or smell anything on the other side of it. And I'll just give it a few minutes.
Okay. That's you listening to the door, giving it a few minutes.
Okay.
Gray, your blessing just went off, so you have actions. What do you want to do?
Oh boy. I notice Blodgett listening at this door, so I'm going to move up to not right near him, but just outside of the edge of the door, so that if it does open, I can peek in, but I'm not like right in front of it.
All right, put you right there. Now then, let's Grot, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I just looked over my shoulder over Benjamin's head, and I see Gray and Blodgett moving back further away from us.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay,
you can see, let's see. Okay, so you got Lupo's light right there. You can also see, of course, you can see the light that is emanating from Blodgett's short sword. So you can see like sort of that faint blue glow. Remember, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60-ish feet away from you. So yeah, you can see that glow.
All right. Do I
Benny,
notice
Benny the badger is kind of like a little bit fidgety in your backpack right now.
Oh yeah, okay. Can I discern like what it might be? Just the fact, just the
whatever noises that badgers make.
All right.
So, he's just kind of like.
He seems to be agitated a little bit.
He's like Perry the Platypus.
Okay, gotcha. Platypus. All right. I'll start walking back towards Blodgett and Gray in that direction then.
Okay.
The monsters can wait.
Mm-hmm.
We knew they're there. All right, Aldemar. Let's not split up the party and let's stick with group and go head towards Gray and Blodgett. Back where I was, where is Door and monsters. We'll come back to them later. Door and monsters.
All right, Rothas, what are you doing, Rothas?
I kind of start seeing the crowd is coming my way, so I walk up to be just behind, like right in between. Sorry, behind Blodgett and Gray.
Here.
Yeah, like that.
Right about there. No problem.
Maybe a little bit closer to the wall, the back wall.
So,
there. Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, Aldemar. Krot's coming up to you, kind of like saying, "Let's go this way."
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Lupo's going to be over here where Gray is, anyways.
All right. We'll do it.
All right.
We'll do it.
Okay.
We do it this way.
Aldemar's over here. Gray's over there. Krot's right there. Okay.
We need to elect a caller.
Okay, Blodgett, roll me a d20, please.
Oh, Christ.
I rolled a 16.
16. And you do not hear anything from behind this door.
Okay.
And in fact, this one does have a lock on it. It looks very similar to the one you just came out of. It's a bit smaller. It's just a touch. I mean, it's still like normal size, but as you can see, there's it's a little bit more heft to this one. But this one is most definitely locked, and it's got a heavy bolt mechanism on it. And otherwise, it looks very similar to the other door.
Okay. I point to the door and whisper to Rothos or Gray or both, depending on their distance from me, and say, "It's locked. I'll deal with it later." And then I'll take off down the hallway toward the direction I think the screaming came from.
He says that to you guys, and then he moves to right about that.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Where's this? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, you shit.
There's going to be all kinds of weirdness down here.
It's possible.
That could be a thing that happens, yes.
All right, here we are. You can see down this away, Blodgett, in your dancing short sword light. What are you?
And that's the direction from which the screaming seems to be coming, so that's where I'm headed.
Yeah, your best guess, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Blodgett, we'll just push you right there. Let's see, Gray, you're up. What do you want to do, my friend?
Oh boy, fuck. I think I'm going to keep going in the direction of Blodgett. If we're all seem to be moving in this direction, but I'm not going to go and expose myself out in the hallway. I'm going to go to the corner so that I can just look around the corner, but that I'm not out there.
Right here? Is that good?
Yes, so I can peek around the corner, but so I can get back behind it.
You can see just about as much as Blodgett can right now. Let's see. Harotas. What do you want to do, Harotas?
I follow Gray.
Follow Gray? Okay. Aldemar. Aldemar of the forest people, of the forest folk. What are you doing?
I'm heading towards Gray.
Okay. Full blast. You want to go all the way? All right. That'll get you there. Lupo, what are you doing? I'm following Gray. Okay. Duncan, you can go behind here. And I presume, Grot, you're going to follow along?
Yeah, Grat follow behind. Yes, and have sword in hand, but pointing down. So
Okay.
no poke anybody.
Let's put you there. Let's give you guys a little bit of room so I can see that's where you're at. There's Grot there. Oh, it looks pretty healthy. Okay. Rotas is right there. Gray is like peeking around the corner, and Blodgett the Harfoot is here. What are you going to do next? Harfoot.
I'm going to head up against the wall and continue to move down the corridor.
Which wall? The one where Gray is, or the one opposite?
The one opposite of Gray.
Here. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't hide in shadows or anything with a glowing sword, but
yeah, kind of difficult.
Yeah, but I've got the sword out away from me toward the center of the hall. I'm up against the wall, and then
there is about let's see, there's enough light to light up the party right now where Lupo is, because he still has that lantern.
Lantern. Okay.
Yep. All right, Blodgett, you get down to about here.
Mm-hmm.
And oops. Passage continues a little bit further, and And there is still nothing but here. There we go.
Is there a wall there to my?
Yes, there's a wall on the opposite side. So
Okay. It just doesn't have that
can
white
see that
line.
yeah, you can see that there's a wall right there.
Okay.
I just shrank the eraser a little bit. So. Okay. So 10:25. Okay, so you're right about there. I take it you're just going cautiously when you're not barreling and running down the hallway.
I'm not
right?
running, but I am moving
Like a sugared up
cautiously, quickly.
preschooler.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Blodgett gets down to about here. Cautiously gets down to about here. Great. You're still looking around the corner, watching the sugared up preschooler walk down the hallway. What are you going to do, Greg?
With huge hairy feet.
What are we doing, Greg? Everybody's blessed. You have your holiness is manifest.
Shit. We don't hear anything. It doesn't smell any different down this way.
No, not yet.
We fall. Gret annoyed now.
All right. You know what?
We missed out on monsters.
I tap on Aldemar's shoulder and I say, perhaps you should go ahead and keep your eye on the thief.
All right. So you're interacting with Aldemar. What do you tell him? TJ, pay attention.
What?
Gray, tell him what you're going to tell him.
I suggest that Aldemar go on ahead with Blodgett.
You can actually tell him.
Aldemar, you should go on ahead with Blodgett, just in case there's something down there.
Okay, Aldemar, you hear this? Go. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go.
How do you react to that?
How do you respond?
I will go.
Okay. You get down here this far, and Blodgett's right there, right behind you. Blodgett, you feel somebody creeping up behind you.
Okay, I peer over my shoulder, notice it's Aldemar, and go back to looking forward.
Okay. All right. Rotas, what do you want to do? Amos.
I'm following Gray, I guess, if he's going ahead.
He's right there, and just convince Aldemar to go down the hallway.
Okay, I'll follow Aldemar then.
Okay.
Push past Gray, and we'll follow Aldemar.
No problem. You guys can walk through each other just because your icons are icons. So just letting you know. All right. Grot.
Gret just shakes his head and kind of mumbles because he's annoyed that he wasn't get to kill monsters and moves
All right,
forward.
that's half an action. What do you want? What else do you want to do?
I know, right? Fuck. All right, so I'm just gonna turn around over my shoulder and I don't see anything behind us, right?
No. Although everything is now kind of getting a little bit more. Well, actually, you don't even see this far now because it's darker. So, in fact, let me fill that in just a touch.
Okay. I wonder. Gret could say kill monsters, but
kill the monster.
Kill the monster.
Grot's father is proud of him.
Gret's father was good orc.
The only good orc is a dead orc.
Wow. Gret's
Well,
father.
I mean, in first edition, was pretty true.
Gret's father taught him well.
Anyways, it's all dark down there. All right. Okay. Duncan is cautiously sticking up this way, but he's kind of still on the fence as to what you guys are going to do. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, Duncan is actually a fighter. Damn. Okay. Duncan is a little bit. You can see that Duncan is a little bit shaken by what he heard down this way as well when you guys were up there. So he's just kind of like,
yeah. I noticed this. I said,
he's got the hammer out. He's got that. That's magic. Yeah. So it's
a magic plus one hammer. Yeah.
Yeah. So that casts a bit of light as well.
All right.
So he's kind of like, he looks like he's a little bit on edge from what was going on that way, but I think it might be he just picking up on your sort of your disconcerting demeanor.
We heard. I know you heard too. We heard monsters, but we'll come back to them later after we follow these morons.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go to Blodgett once again.
I will continue to move down the hall.
All right. You get to right about here and roll me a d20.
A 17.
17. Hrothas, roll me a d20.
2.
2. You hear nothing. Aldemar, roll me a d20.
Rolling. I rolled a 2.
A 2. Okay, Blodgett, you hear again, only you hear again, a muffled scream or like a cry of anguish coming from down the hall. You definitely have the direction now. And again, you're the only one who hears this. Nobody else, and not Aldemar and not Hrothas, because Hrothas rolled it too. And again, it lasts for just a quick second, and then it seems to be muffled again, and then it stops.
Okay. I'll look over my shoulder and whisper just loud enough for them to hear. I heard it again. It is coming from this direction. Someone's screaming.
Okay. Aldemar hears you, and Hrothas hears you. Nobody else does, because we are about 20, 30 feet away. So yeah, Hrothas picks up on it. Aldemar picks up on it.
Okay, Captain Savo.
Aldemar, you hear Blodgett say this to you. I'm going to push Blodgett down just a touch more, and then give you a little bit of extra. And so keep that in your hat for a minute there.
Okay.
The passage continues down this way a little bit further. All right, Aldemar, he tells you that. What are you going to do? He's kind of stopped dead in his tracks so he could listen to where it was coming from. You see him stop. He kind of leans back to you. Blodgett leans back to you and says, I think I heard it again.
All right, I'm going to go up to him, and then if I have enough for my move, I'm going to do a perception check.
Okay, roll your D20 perception check.
13.
What do you hope to perceive?
Describe what you want to do there.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
What is he hearing, seeing? Like,
you do not hear it now. You hear nothing but silence, and the people behind you, you can hear roll.
okay, so I'll just say to him, I hear nothing.
I swear, I heard it. It sounded like someone crying out in anguish. And then it was muffled and stopped. It sounds like someone's getting tortured or attacked.
1,000 voices cried out in terror.
Yes. That's exactly what it was. Hrothas, you see the boys down there debating something. What do you do? Sorry, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
I approach them.
In your mouth.
Yes.
I approach them.
What's that?
I'm going to approach them and listen in on the conversation.
Okay. So you get that Blodgett thinks he heard something coming from down this way.
I don't know, put my hand on my ear and try to listen for something.
Roll D20.
19.
You don't hear anything.
You sure you heard something, Blodgett?
I swear, I've heard it 3 times now, at least.
Monsters are this way. That's good. A monster with teeth and claws?
I'm sure we'll have to fight something this way.
Yeah, you. There's the Cheetos.
Gray, what are you doing? You see these boys all congregating down there as if they're like...
I'm contemplating casting sleep on the whole lot of them.
Okay, so
I'm not going to do that.
Contemplation is half an action. What's your next thing? What else are we going to do?
Contemplation is half. I like it.
That needs to be posted.
I grab Lupo and say, "Let's head this way," and start moving towards them. Tell them to hold the light high.
Okay, you're going to go down. You're going to follow along. Okay,
yeah. Tell them to hold up the light.
Down we go. There you are. And Lupo will follow along with you.
Or congregating.
Yes. Duncan looks at you, Grot, like, what are we doing? What are we doing, Grot?
I'm gonna yell at the top of my lungs. Monsters! Come down here!
Okay, you yell at the top of your lungs.
Come to grab.
Okay, you yell at the top of your lungs.
Yes.
All right.
Come to grab.
Roll a d20 for me, please.
All right, here we go.
Rosis is going to make
17.
17. All right.
Let's get something going here.
All right, you guys hear Grot just yell at the top of his lungs, "Monster!
Monster, come to us!"
Can Rosis rush to him first?
Yeah, you guys are down this way. Lupo, when you yell, Lupo like physically shakes, like what the hell just happened right there. All right, it echoes through the hall, and Duncan is like now on edge, like looking like, what the fuck are you doing?
Vecna's bloody.
Gonna run around the corner.
You are okay, Brothos.
Yep, I'm gonna rush right down the corner there.
Here.
And I'm going to cast a maximum range fireball down the hallway.
Whoa. No, hang on a second. We don't know what's coming yet. Don't do that.
You said monster.
No, I said monsters come to me.
Yes, which could mean there are monsters. Come to me, companions, so we can fight them.
And I'm going to shoot a fireball down the hallway.
Okay. No. Duncan sees you going into your fireball because he's seen you do this before. So Duncan's going to get out of the way.
Grat's moving out of the way too.
Okay. All right. So Hrothos takes
Grat's going to open that door and go in there.
Gigantic fireball that fills this area and flies down this
maximum range.
At maximum range. And you see it go. Gosh, I don't even know what the maximum range is for a fireball.
Like 120.
How many feet?
It's over 120 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I basically cast it down the hallway until it hits something.
Might have been good to see if there's monsters coming.
The range is 10,
or if they're even
100
heavy.
100 feet plus 10 feet per level.
What's your level?
6.
Fifth.
160 feet, right? 150
fifth or sixth, something like that. Fifth.
We're all still 5th level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 150 feet.
150 feet. Yeah.
So let me count this off. Hang on one second, because that's pretty good.
And the area of effect is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yep.
So it fills the hallway and goes flying down the hallway. That's good. It's just not gonna. Hopefully the back.
It's like the boulder from Indiana Jones, but a big flaming fireball.
Pretty much.
You see this thing go down this hallway that just goes raging down this way right here.
Nice.
Okay. All right. You see it go. It goes a full 150 feet. How many feet is there? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
15 squares,
90, 100, and then you get 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. You got a little bit extra here.
Jesus Christ.
So it gets to right about here, and you hear something down at the end. You can only see because it's very far away. So you see something get hit by this thing. And you hear kind of it echoes through this hallway. You kind of hear what sounds like a wounded animal, and you see just for the briefest second what looks like a silhouette of maybe like a wolf or dog, and you can't tell if it's one or if it's a bunch of them, but it gets down to maximum range, and it fizzles out right about here. And then everything in that hallway goes dark.
He didn't by chance set any of those doors on fire, did he?
Actually, that's a possibility. Hold on.
And awesome. I mean, when it hits the ground or whatever it hits, does that like is there like a little flame where it lands?
It lights up what looks like, I said, a silhouette of a like a large wolf or a dog. Just that you can barely make it out. I mean, you're the only one that can because your vision is just about that far. So you don't even know what you just saw. Grot is just blinded by this because you just threw it down a darkened hallway. So Grot is like next to it's like retina burn. Duncan's got
Gret, say you old bastards.
Okay, the only one who doesn't is you because you're the one who cast it. So you definitely hit something. You're not really sure what you hit, but you threw it down the hallway there, and you don't see anything like smoldering on the doors or anything like that. So the doors seem to be intact, anyways. So flew down the hallway. You heard something like a yelping kind of sound, and then everything went dead.
Quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That was very eventful. Okay. Blodgett, you hear this big just commotion going on up this way.
Yeah.
And obviously you are very familiar with
Probably saw a blinding light come across from
Yes.
From behind me, felt some
you were like, you and Lupo and everybody else were just like, Lupo actually saw you cast it, so he's got retina burn too, but everyone else just kind of shocked at what you just did. And then Duncan is like very much on edge right now, like almost like heavy breathing, like he's like and Grot is right there. Grot, you have kind of retina burn right now, you're just sort of recovering from it.
I'm scratching at my eyes.
Okay, Blodgett, you saw all this happen. Aldemar, you saw all this happen up here. Gray, you saw all this happen. Now, the after the fireball fizzles out at the very extreme end, this entire corridor right now is just dark up to, right about here from where you can see.
All right.
So, Blodgett, what are you going to do? You're next.
First and foremost, I exclaim Vecna's bloody stump and shake my head and look at Aldemar and say, well, so much for being sneaky about all this. And then I start right on back down the hallway in the direction of the scream, fully expecting something very nasty to be waiting for us.
Okay. So you're moving down a little bit more. And this is what you see. There is a door at the end of this hallway here that you finally
Thank God I didn't throw a fireball down that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing this, you're kind of shaking your head and you kind of look this way, and then almost right dead in front of you is this door. Okay, so the door is also a heavy oaken door. There is no lock or that you can see apparent on it right now from where you're at. And Aldemar, you can now see just the faintest outline of this door in Blodgett's, the light of Blodgett's magic sword. Okay. Gray, you're right here. What are you going to do? Everybody's blessed. That's done deal. What are you going to do?
Oh boy.
You just saw Rothos throw a giant, like max range fireball down the hallway.
Fuck. Could I hear that sound after the thing got hit?
No, that was very, very far away. Only Rothos actually is the one who heard it. So
I suppose I turn around and ask what's down there.
I look at Gray and then also kind of looking at both Gray and Grot, saying, "Hey, Grot, your monster. I think I hit it."
Yes, Gret, I think you burned something. Other than my eyes.
Lupo is on edge, Gray. He's definitely in fear mode at this point. He's not in like super bravery mode now. He's definitely in fear mode. He's got his hammer out, and he's got well, of course he's got the pack on, but he's also got the bullseye lantern in his hand, and you can tell he's like shaking. You can see that the lantern is kind of shaking as he's sort of.
Gret not think fireball killed whatever down hallway. Thankfully.
So what you're saying is another fireball?
No, not a fireball. I suggest you go down there and see what it is.
We're gonna send Blodgett down there to check it out.
I just found a door over here, just so everybody knows, and he has made this announcement so you guys can see what's happening. But Blodgett's in his own little world right now.
Just turned into a cesspool show.
Literally a little
Are
world.
we hearing more screaming coming from that end of the hallway?
From here?
Yes.
Down where Blodgett is? Well, it's when we get around to Blodgett's turn, we'll decide whether you do or you don't.
Oh boy, I'm not sure which way to go.
Okay, well, you figured that out. Aldemar, actually, let's go to Blodgett real quick. Blodgett, roll me a d20.
Oh, whoa. You're going to skip over me?
Okay,
Yes.
well, let's go to you next. What do you want to do? You see Blodgett stopping his tracks, and you can see the door right there.
Okay. I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to go up to him and say, what's going on?
All right.
To me,
Yes, to you.
I've reached the end of how fast I can move.
You can talk to each other now.
Okay. It's like the sound came like it's from the other side of the door. So I move up to the door to begin examining it for traps or locks, and I listen to the door once I'm sure it's not going to explode in my face.
You get about 5 feet in front of the door, and you roll nothing. You definitely hear some kind of shouting or some kind of pained scream, and then it like stops.
Mm-hmm.
And Aldemar, roll me a d20 real quick.
17.
You can hear it. Blodgett hears it direct. You hear, like Blodgett stops looking at you and turns around and looks at the door, and you can hear it too. But there is some sort of screaming or some sort of pained cries coming from beyond that door. Gray, you do not hear this. Lupo does not hear this either. Rothos, you do not hear this either.
I turn to Blodgett and say, do we want to deal with this, or do we want to get out of here?
We've got to deal with this. I mean, the whole point in us coming here was to find slaves, to potentially free them, and bring an end to these slavers. So this is kind of what we're here for.
Are we here to free them or just to gather information to bring back?
You're not involved in this conversation yet, Gray. You're still up there, unless you want to mosey on down.
So I'm going to turn to all the others and like wave to them to come over to us.
Okay. So, great. You see Aldemar just down. You just can barely see where he is. 10, 20, 25 feet. Yeah. So, in Lupo's light, you can see him sort of waving to you to come down the hallway or to act a fool.
All right. I move down in that direction and I ask them, what can I do for you?
Okay, give us your wise wisdom, oh father. All right, Lupo is more than happy to follow along with you, but he doesn't want to get too far away, so you guys don't have light. He still understands his responsibility. Hrothas, what do you want to do? Now that you have, now that your hands, you're like, that's all done.
I kind of look down the other hallway, and I guess I would see Aldemar waving at me, or us.
Mm-hmm. You do.
So I look to Grunt and Duncan. I'm like, hey, I think Aldemar needs us done this way.
Okay.
And I start walking towards
Aldemar. As you start walking this way, Grot, roll me a d20, and I have to roll Duncan as well.
11.
11. Okay. You don't know why Duncan is like sort of paralyzed or stopped in his tracks, and he's looking down the hallway, and you can hear it, and you hear a loud kind of coming from down the hallway from where the fireball was, and now you see what look like two sets of glowing red eyes that are moving their way down. One of them looks as if it is silhouetted in flame at you right now. but it's very far. It's kind of faint down there, and Duncan's looking at this thing. He doesn't know what these are, but there's two sets. It looks like two sets of glowing red eyes, and one of them looks as if it is a flame silhouetted, like a dog or a wolf or something that's down the hall there, and it is definitely approaching you kind of slowly from where you can see, and you hear kind of like a guttural coming at you.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
And Grot, like Duncan is pointing down this way over here, and now you see them. Krothos, you see what Duncan is doing. You stop in your tracks, turn around, and you can also see what look like like a pair of glowing red eyes. Now they're way down here. You can't tell what they are. All you can tell is see a basic silhouette, but one of them looks as if it is sort of circled in fire.
You have another one of those things?
Fireballs?
You got any one of them fireballs?
you got any more?
I can tell one of them is silhouetted in flame, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell to the rest of them. Monster's not dead.
Oh shit!
So I
so
get
you
out.
Just made it mad.
Crap. Let's see here. So, how far away are these eyes?
You can't tell from where all you see is them it looks as if they're like two pairs of glowing red eyes are looking at you. One has just the faintest hint of like a flame around it, and you can barely see the silhouette, and you hear definite growling, and it sounds very bestial. Sounds very like I said, you can't really tell if it's like a horse or if it's a wolf or a bear or whatever. It's something is like definitely bestial down there with two sets of glowing red eyes.
And both sets of eyes are kind of silhouetted with that flame, you said?
One of them is. The other one is just like you can barely you don't even know it. You can barely see it's there. And Duncan is now kind of like trembling because he's like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I kind of get out.
Thing.
I stand next to Grot, like, just so if I were to cast anything, he doesn't have to get out of the way. I just have a clearance, I guess. So I kind of step out.
Thank you.
Be a little more vague about your clearance.
So I kind of step forward a bit. I guess from our perspective, to the right a little.
Let's put this out. So you guys have vision right down to about right there, but you're still seeing it down the hallway from where you were.
Does my infravision pick up anything?
Oh, definitely. Yes, you definitely see two heat signatures down that hallway right now.
Flame silhouetted ones.
Lupo's lamp is just barely like messing up your from where you're at. You can just barely use it.
Can I see flames in terms of heat signature?
You could, yes. You definitely are seeing a heat signature somewhere down this hallway. But again, like I said, your infravision is sort of like spoiled just a bit because you're still kind of too close to Lupo.
So that's why I said, I'll step around the corner.
Okay.
Forward a bit to try to get out of Lupo's light, I guess.
Okay.
You're going to magic missile it?
And having some clearance so that I won't hit Grat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you can most definitely see what looks like now 3 heat signatures down the hallway, and they look as if they have some sort of they're definitely on all fours. Look like the silhouettes, like the heat signatures look like the silhouettes of rather large dogs. And they are now, the moment you circle that corner right there, they start barreling and bounding towards you guys.
Them dogs have a bone to pick with you, Amos.
One of them is
over here,
enshrouded by, or encircled by, what you call it? By flame, by fire. Yes.
Okay, but the other 3, Sorry, there's 3 of them.
You see that there are 3 of them, three signatures, yes.
And only one of them is encircled in flame. Is that like in the front, in the back?
They are both bounding towards you right now.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
Or all 3?
All 3 of them are bounding towards you right now.
Right. So are they... Describe the formation they're in, like all 3 in a row.
Okay,
one
well,
in the front,
you're
in the back.
okay. There are 2 in the front. You can barely make one out in the back as well. So let's do this. And as you're doing that, you notice that there is what looks like a large blackened dog with flaming red eyes.
Oh, shit.
Another one with a flaming red eyes.
So the fireball didn't do shit.
Right about there. I mean, this one. Where'd you go?
Well, we don't know that yet, necessarily. No, okay. So
they smelled you.
Okay. I'm gonna go through that door and then close it.
All right. So as you're doing that, they are bounding at you. They are going to be on top of you in just a moment. But the first, actually, where's that? There you go. They stop right about there. One stops right about here, and the other one, I should say, excuse me, this one. It's right about there. These 2 like kind of screech to a halt, and they breathe fire on both you, Rothos, and Duncan right now. And you're caught in this conflagration of like a breath weapon of fire as these hellhounds halt right there and breathe flame on all of you guys. I need, I got to roll for Duncan. Roll me a D20 grot for your save, and also Rothos, you need the same.
18.
Okay. You take half. Go ahead, Grot. What did you get?
18.
Oh, you got the 18. Rothos, go ahead.
5.
5. You take full, and then it takes full. So here we go. Rothos, you just took 8 points of damage. Grot, you just took 11, cut in half, so round down 5. You just took 5. Right. And Duncan took... Duncan's on fire. Duncan is like totally in big flame. You can't tell how many he's just taken. He just kind of backs up against the wall and it pushes him back this way. Lupo,
somebody put him out
on fire. Gray, you see what looks like some sort of conflagration right here in this hallway. Aldemar, you turn around. All of you can see this big, like Duncan is like engulfed in flames right now. And as you do that,
oh no,
the other one, where'd he go? There he is. Leaps through these and attacks you, and it's going to attack either one of you. So jumps over the 2 of them and attacks both of you guys. So let's do. We'll split it. Let's go with Grot first. Okay, this one misses you, and Prothos, you are hit, and you are hit for. So you take
damage.
Well, you've already taken 8, so, and then I took another 9 from the bite of this thing. So,
well, I just passed out.
It blows into you. You just took like 17 points of damage right now.
And I only have 12.
Okay, so Rothos is like, it is on top of Rothos right now. And so he's right there. Grot, you're seeing all of this. You just got flamed, but you're not on fire. Rothos is not on fire either, but like he took a hit. So Duncan is full. Duncan took it full in the chest, and he's definitely aflame right now. So that's surprise. I need you guys to all roll for initiative at this point. And that includes everybody. Duncan and Duncan's flame.
So are we still doing the 5e?
No, I got to do it individually. So go ahead and roll d20s, all of you.
All right.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
Also a 16.
Okay.
Also a 16.
Jesus Christ! All the guys down the hall.
Right.
Okay, and Lupo, what do you got? I got it.
If
Lupo rolls a 16, I'm going to shit myself. Okay. All right, Lupo's. Okay. And Grot, what'd you get?
10.
10. Okay. And well, Rothos, you are dead last no matter what.
Literally.
And Duncan is dead last as well. So that's their attack. Now, what did they roll? Okay, so the one that's on top of Rothos seems to be more concerned with like devouring him, Grot. So let's see. Aldemar, who is higher dexterity? Blodgett or Aldemar?
I rolled the 16.
I know
Blodgett has an 18 dexterity.
Okay, Blodgett, you go first because you all rolled the same. That's why I got to go by dexterity. Okay.
Shoot.
You see all this going on up the hallway right now.
I will quickly run up the hall, sticking toward the interior wall.
Okay. So okay, you can get right up to about the corner here, and you can see Rothos is down, and there is this very large. You don't even know what they are. Rothos would have known what they are. Duncan certainly knows what they are, but these are definitely some sort of flaming hound is on top of Rothos right now.
Okay.
And it looks intent on like tearing what's left of him apart. So Lupo is up this way. Let's see. Aldemar, you're next in line. So what are you going to do?
I am going to. So I can't read this very well. Am I behind Gray?
You're behind Gray right now. This is where you're at. This is you.
Okay, I'm going to move up as far as I can.
Okay, I'll push you up.
A little help over here.
Okay. Now, Duncan is you move up to Duncan, who is on fire and trying to get himself off of being on fire.
Well, I have my cloak, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take my cloak and try and put it over him and like.
Okay, so you're gonna try to douse extinguish the flames on Duncan. Okay, good enough.
Drop and roll.
Great. What do you? Who's? Gray, you're actually. Did you roll? Yeah, you rolled a 16 too. So you're next. What are you gonna do?
Oh boy.
You don't know what's going on with Rothos. You do, however, know exactly what's going on with Duncan right now. So
can I? But I can't see the hellhounds, can I?
No, but there's you did see something blast fire at the boys that were up there. Duncan is now engulfed in flames, and you can see Aldemar trying to douse them with his cloak.
Oh, fuck.
Well, at least more light now.
You can see exactly how you're going to die.
I'm convenient.
I cast protection from evil on Lupo.
Okay, so you go into casting I protect. Protection, my friend. Vaya con Dios. Okay. All right. Then we finally come down. Okay, Lupo's at 8. So Grot, you're next. What are you going to do? You do have your sword in hand, by the way.
Correct. I'm going to do, if I can do 2 stabs at the one that's upon ravaging and humping Rothos's leg.
Okay. Roll, boy.
Are these? Oh, you're a monkey. So, are these considered large?
Medium for sure.
Okay. All right. So it'll be if I do damage.
Yeah, they're not because they're on all fours. They're probably at the shoulder. They're larger than Blodgett at the shoulder. Put it that way. So,
all right. I get a +4.
Size is medium on hellhounds.
Yeah. Okay. So I get a +4 to hit and +9 damage, and I rolled 2. So. First one is this is fucking unbelievable. I rolled a 1 and a 20.
Nice. Okay. Well, oh, you rolled a 1. Really? Hang on.
1 and a 20.
Well, yeah, because he's using the old school fumble charts.
Well, which one are you gonna do first? Damage. It's 2 stabs. So 1 I missed horribly, and 1 I hit. I'm not sure how it's gonna work with the fumble chart. That's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Caught me flat-footed for a fumble. Let's see, because now we get to go.
Do you want to show the audience, Rollo, what you're using?
All right, what I'm about to do is I'm about to use the fumble table for DCC, which is what we do here. It's house rules here.
Yes.
So we're gonna do the fumble rolls, and I'm gonna actually have you do the fumble roll because okay, so technically it's simultaneous. So you got a crit and you got a fumble in the same scene go.
Correct. So one damage would be 19 points.
Okay, 1 damage would be 19. So that's the crit though, right? Or the hit, the only one that hit,
full
right?
damage plus my 9. Yeah, plus my 9. So it'd be 19, and the fumble doesn't do shit.
Okay. Well, it might. Let's see.
But you might be doing
The hellhound melts the sword.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? Actually,
it is mad.
roll me just to do me a quick. This isn't the fumble roll, but roll me a d20.
D20. All right.
Okay, so here's the deal. You roll 10 or below, the crit goes first. You roll 10 or above, the crit goes after the fumble.
Ah, shit. All right. So I want 10. I want 10 or lower.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Nope. 19.
Damn.
19, there we go. Okay, so you got in before you fumbled. That's the good news.
Oh, that's good. I thought it was bad.
No. Well, no, you got the hit in first, or you got the fumble in first.
He rolled a 19.
I rolled a 19.
Right. So if it was 10 or above, what did I say? It was that the fumble had priority.
Yes,
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah. So,
Okay. All right. So let's see where we go from here. Now roll me a d20.
God damn it! All right. Let me use the red die.
Roll. You want to roll as low as you possibly can.
Does a 2 help?
Yes, sort of. Okay. So your fumble is this. You trip, but you recover. Roll a d. I'll tell you what it is. Roll a d20 to see if you recover.
11.
Okay, you did it. Okay, good.
Yes.
It was a DC 10. So you got it. Okay. Okay. Now you must. Okay, so you're fine. Okay, so you trip when you fumbled.
Okay.
So nothing goes through, but you only tripped and you recovered from it. If you hadn't recovered from it, it would have been really bad. Okay. So.
Jesus.
All right.
Grat fall over here.
So that's what we do. That's what we do.
Under the hound instead.
Fumbles are very interesting in this game. So, okay, so you managed to get 19 points through on that one onto
Rothos.
To the one on Rothos. I believe that might be. All right. It is okay. So you essentially kill this one that is on top of Rothos right here with that one. That was actually pretty decent hit. So,
all right, cool.
So that one goes away. Rothos is not moving. He's smoldering.
Oh shit!
But you managed to kill the one that's on there. The other two are down the hall. But let's see. Lupo is actually the next in line right here. And so he's just been blessed he's been protected from evil from Gray. And now my turn. They come down the hall a little bit more, and this one comes down the hall more and starts to move its way into you guys. Let's see. I'll push this one over, leaps over boss. This one engages with you. So Grot, this hellhound attacks you and does not do anything. And
fuck that guy.
Okay, so it misses on both of its attack rolls, and it is kind of like it's snarling and growling at you. Let's see. Well, Duncan's already flamed, so Aldemar is already engaged with that. So Blodgett's there, and Aldemar's right there. Let's see, who does I want to go for? All right, Blodgett, you get hit once, and Aldemar, you are missed. So Blodgett, you do take a hit. And you take 5 points of damage from that bite.
Okay.
All right. And it is a flaming bite. So let's see. You are not on fire. You just take 5 points of damage from that bite as you're coming around the corner. And this thing kind of like blows past Rothos and is now right about here.
Oh shit.
Okay. So next in line, you're first up. So go ahead, Blodgett.
All right, I will attack it with both my dancing short sword and my dagger in my offhand.
Okay, so the way that the dancing short sword works is you've got to attack once and then you can let it go. But for this round, you're going to have to attack with those. So roll separately for each one. So let's do the short sword first.
All right, short sword first, and I rolled a 17.
17, good. That's good enough to hit. And roll the dagger.
Dagger, I rolled a 20.
A 20. Wow. Okay, so you get that. Okay, so let's do the short sword real quick, and I'll roll the damage for you for that.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, and it's what was it? Oh, it's +1 on the first round. Mm-hmm. So you managed to do a little bit of damage on that one. That's not too bad. Okay, and then so you got the dagger hit. So let's see, that's 1d4,
mm-hmm.
and any other bonuses other than that? Okay, so and then double that is good. Okay, so you did the reasonable amount of damage to it. It's definitely not dead.
Okay,
but you did manage to put some hits on it, especially that one with the dagger. Okay. Now, Aldemar, you are preoccupied with Duncan right now.
Right.
And this hellhound like jumps in between you, Grot, Blodgett, and Duncan. I need you to roll me a d20 though for Duncan first. So go ahead and roll that.
So that's a 4.
All right, Duncan is still on fire, and he will take amount of damage. So Duncan's still on fire. He is like, you can hear him kind of like howling. He's like screaming because he's on fire. He's trying to like to get this off of him. And okay, now, so Aldemar, you can continue to try to put out Duncan, or you can take an action, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to turn hellhound. Turn.
He's not turning. He's actually engaged with Blodgett right now.
Right.
Like
I don't think you got the reference. That's fine.
Yes.
Macbeth. I'm gonna take my sword and just try to like slice it in half.
Okay, so you're gonna stop helping Duncan and try to use your sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. You get one attack on this. So because you've got your cloak in one hand and you're trying to hit with the other with the sword. So go ahead and roll one attack.
All right. I rolled a 15.
Okay. Barely enough to hit it. So let me see what you do damage wise on the same one that is there. That's actually, you got a pretty decent hit, all things considered. It is still alive. And growling. Now we move to Grot. You're next. Or it's gonna be no, we're on Gray. Gray's next because you had the 16.
Which one of these looks like 10. It has the least amount of damage currently?
Okay, you don't even know there's another one engaged with Grot right now. The only one you see is the one that just jumped over onto Blodgett right now. That is attacking Blodgett.
I am going to cast Continual Light on the eyes of the one attacking Blodgett, blinding it.
Okay. That is an interesting concept. Do you have to touch the thing that you're actually putting the...
Nope, the range is 120 feet. And I
believe you have to like actually pass it onto something though, don't you?
It is okay. I'm reading it right now.
Flashbang on his eyes.
It can be cast into air, onto an object, or at a creature. In the third case, the continual light affects the space about 1 foot behind the creature if the latter makes its saving throw.
No.
The spell will blind a creature if it is successfully cast upon the visual organs. For example, so if I cast it on its eyes and it fails its saving throw, it is blinded.
All right.
Otherwise, it just appears a foot behind it.
All right. You are casting it upon its eyes, and actually, where's it? Let's just see. It drops it. Okay. You managed to blind it. I don't think that's high enough. Okay. So you managed to pull that off and blind the hellhound that is kind of dazed and looking around it now. Now let's see.
We also have another light source.
Yeah, you also exactly. And next in line is Grot. Go ahead.
All right, so there is one. I'm sort of being flanked, aren't I?
Yeah, well, the one that's on to your, this one right here is actually on top of Blodgett, is trying to attack Blodgett right now. This is the one that looks, you just suddenly see this big flashbang of light on its face. And its eyes and its face are kind of like glowing lights, as if something hit it, like magically hit it. You've seen Grape cast these spells before, so.
Oh, okay.
This one right here is engaged and it's in close combat with Aldemar and Blodgett right now. The one that is your more immediate threat is the one that is directly in front of you, which is this one right here.
All right, I'll do my best to stab it twice again, like I did the other one, trying not to fumble and fall over myself.
All right, it is awfully close to you, so I'll allow it on this one. Go ahead and get the whack in there.
All right, 1 or 2.
1.
1. Okay, I'm gonna use the special.
Are you gonna try to stab with the?
I'm gonna try to stab as best as I can in this corridor.
All right,
yeah.
All right. Make your attacks.
And a +4.
We'll resolve it.
5 + 4 is 9.
Okay. Okay. So that one's not working. Give me another one.
All right. 7 + 4 is 11.
Okay, and that's still not enough. So both of your attacks are going to miss on that one. So
he's
all right.
He's a tough opponent on this one.
What?
God damn it.
So he's right there. And now let's see. Lupo is right here. What's Lupo going to do?
Lupo, help!
All right, Lupo is going to try to get in here and get a whack, get his licks in here. And let's see. Actually, Lupo is going to push past Aldemar and grab the cloak and try to put out Duncan. So that's what Lupo is doing right now. He's trying to extinguish Duncan at this point. All right. And now, so the attack. So the one that is blinded is, it's going to be down to. It'll attack back at you, Aldemar, but it's blinded and it misses, and it misses. Actually, it fumbles. So,
you rolling the fumble chart on it?
I am going to roll in the fumble chart, actually, since I have it right here. All right.
Can you lift up the book and show the audience what you're using?
Yeah, I can if you want. Here.
Yeah.
Actually, here, let's just do it.
For those of you playing at home.
So this is actually the book. Okay, this is Dungeon Crawl Classics.
Oh, cool.
There's some really fun rules in here for like things like this, but I am going to real quick. Okay. Oh man, I forgot about that. Here we go. Okay, here we go. What do we got?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so it stumbles and it leaves itself open to an attack. So you guys are going to get an extra attack on it. So the next attack you put on this thing, it is going to be at you guys get +2 bonus to your attack roll on it for the next one. Okay,
it's badass.
Let's do it. So it stumbles around because it's kind of trying to bite into the air, kind of thing, like trying to figure out. So.
Okay.
And so basically it does no damage to either one of you. But the other one that is now on top of Grat is still at full strength and attacks. Misses and misses. Both of them miss.
Nice. All right, I'm dodging that one.
You are getting lucky. Okay. Round the horn one more time. Blodgett, you're next up.
All right. Do you want to roll for my magic sword since it's engaged? And
yes, it is. So it's up in the air right now.
Okay.
That's cool.
And don't forget you have luck points too, but this thing is biting into the air. You can tell it's blinded right now.
Okay. Now I'm going to attack with the magic sword and my dagger.
Do you want to use the stancing sword, or are you going to leave it in the air?
I'm going to leave it in the air to attack.
Okay. To attack. Okay. And so then you're going to draw another dagger. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Roll for the short sword first.
Okay. Well, I was asking if you wanted to, since it's
you can roll
magically.
You can roll the attack. That's fine.
Okay.
I just rolled damage for it.
All right. I rolled a 17.
Okay, that's enough. All right, and then that's also at +2, so that's at 19 actually.
Right.
And okay, so that attack is enough to kill this one. So because you guys have put enough damage onto it, so
Awesome.
this one goes down. All right, so that was enough to kill that. And let's see. Oh, Aldemar, you're next. You're up.
All right. Am I within striking distance?
Duncan is on fire.
Yeah.
Rolthos is in front of you, not moving and smoldering.
My question is, am I within striking distance of the Hellhound?
The one that's in front of Grot right now, that's in close combat with him?
Yeah.
Not without like stepping on top of Rothos.
I'm kind of tempted to step on Rothos. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run up and just jump over his head with my sword in both hands up above my head, and I'm gonna attack the Hellhound.
Okay. God, I wish you put your camera on the goddamn dice for this one.
Do it.
Okay. Roll it. Roll 'em, monkey boy. You get one attack at this. If that's that grand, you're putting it all into one hit. So go ahead.
Overhand shot. The coup de grace.
Show me if it's a 20. Show me if it's a 20.
You know what?
Turn your camera on and show it.
Show me if it's a 20. For this one, I definitely want to see that because if you roll a 1, that's your ass.
I don't know if you can see it.
Do we believe him?
Yeah.
Do we believe him? Wait, no. Ask the chat. Do we believe him? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that was an actual 20. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that. There's enough people in the. I think we got watching 12 people. All right. If there's a consortium of people that believe this,
I don't think any of them believe him.
That was a 20 of all 20s. That's going to go down in D&D history.
All right. You do this overhand strike.
Oh, no, I'm seeing twos. I'm seeing twos.
Like nobody believes you. No one believes
like,
you.
fuck you, Aldemar.
You know what? We're going to put up the camera.
I believe you. All right. On your honor. That's how we do this. All right.
We're going to put up the camera for the next dice.
You put a 1 in the chat if you think you actually did it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll give it to you. All right. So
that was a natural D20 if there ever was one.
That is true. TJ is incapable.
And even still, with a crit like that, you still have not been able to. You still not a killing blow. So you managed to piss it off. And let's see, that puts that at. Okay. All right. So you did manage to get yourself into combat there.
And put your camera back on, you son of a bitch.
All right.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, so that's you, Blodgett. You already did yours, and let's see, Grot, you're next. You're actually in initiative order.
All right.
I'm not sorry. Gray is next.
Goddamn.
I'm going to run up. Oh wait, you fucking killed it. Shit. I'm going to attack the other one.
Shit.
I will attempt to hit it with my mace if I'm able to get to it past everybody else.
You will not be able to. You could get up behind Grot, and that's probably about the best you could do.
I run over by Lupo and just prepare
and
to.
Duncan is still on fire.
Put Duncan out for fuck's sake.
Duncan's on fire?
Yes. You see Lupo trying to grab Aldemar's cloak, and he's trying to help Duncan.
I take out my
the
water
s'mores.
flask and I pour the water over it.
Yeah,
Does
wow.
he get little flames, or is he like flaming? Because I'm going to take my cloak.
Put it this way, he got a crit hit on him, failed his saving throw, and is like definitely
throwing my cloak on him then.
Okay. So Lupo has Aldemar's cloak. You have your cloak. You can pour a little bit of water on him. You're doing your best to extinguish Duncan, who is entirely helpless right now. Okay, so that's you, and the next in line is Grot.
All right, I'm gonna. Can I get one stab in at this thing?
Yeah, you can. Now you can put some distance between yourself and it, so you can get full hits on it.
Okay, so I'll do the 2 full hits with the +4. All right. A 3 and a 4 is a 7, and a 9 and a 4 is a 13.
Okay, the 13 is just enough to hit it. So roll for that one.
All right, that'll be 1 to 10 plus 9. Where's my 10-sider? So 4 plus 9 is 13.
Hmm?
There we go. 13 points.
13? Okay, so. All right, that is enough to put this one down.
Die! Great kill. Yes.
Between you and Aldemar. All right. Managed
Teamwork.
to kill those hellhounds that were stalking you and probably would have left you alone had Rothos not thrown a fireball down the hallway.
Right. And I probably shouldn't have yelled this to begin with, but fuck it.
You wanted to fight monsters. We got to fight
Gret-
monsters.
Gret wanted
Monster. I'm like, monster.
Well, I said monsters are coming. I was like, monsters come to us.
Okay.
And you interpreted that wrong.
Gray, roll me a d20, and I will roll one for Lupo right now.
18.
All right. And between the two of you, you managed to put out the flames on Duncan, who is now kind of smoldering. He is very low on hit points, like this side of death. He's down to at least like 2 hit points ish. So he's most definitely like he kind of slumps to the floor, and he's just like exhausted and like trying to put this stuff off. The water is helping him, so definitely has some burns on him and on the remember he's wearing chainmail armor. He's got like the full he's got half plate, but he's got the helmet and everything else too. So they got very hot for him, but he is most definitely still alive, but like barely.
Okay.
Rothos is entirely like Rothos ain't moving. Put it that way.
So should I cast Animate Dead or Cure Light Wounds?
Cure Light Wounds. Cure Light Wounds on Duncan.
If we have time, I'll cast Cure Light Wounds on both of them, but that uses up.
You're probably not going to get anywhere with Cure Light Wounds on Rothos.
Oh shit! Animate Dead then.
You gonna turn him into an undead version of Rothos? Is that
why not? We'll
undead Rothos.
I was going to say undead Rothos can't be any more hazardous to our health than the living one.
I wouldn't. Grat would advise against that.
Would he have the sentience to be controlled by me?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Don't. I wouldn't do that.
Let's see. It would turn him into a zombie.
Is there a equivalent to revivify of some sort?
The duration is permanent.
We call him Mr. Stinky.
The skeletons or zombies will follow, remain in an area, attack any creature.
He won't be able to throw spells.
He wouldn't be able to use spells. He wouldn't be able to use spells.
He could be a pack mule, though.
He could follow us around and carry things for us. He could carry the light. I'm going to cast. I
kind of like this.
Oh, God.
I'm going to cast Animate Dead on Rothos.
All right. I'll allow it, but Duncan is like probably your more immediate concern right now.
I cast Cure Light Wounds on him first.
All right.
So I'm dead.
Shit. Fuck.
What?
We have to go through all these. And
I rolled a 1 for the Cure Light Wound.
No,
you don't roll for that. I'm rolling for that.
Yeah, he's rolling for it. So
yeah, don't worry about it. He comes. Man, you didn't give him a whole lot, but he's certainly back on his feet, and he looks. You've assuming well, he was burned, so you took care of his burns more or less, and you've magically healed a lot of the burn damage. He's not. He's in no way like 100%, but he's at least he's back on his feet, and he's sort of dusting himself off right now. So, but I mean, he's not 100%. Trust me. Okay, so Duncan is now like more or less stabilized. What do you guys want to do about Rothos?
Well, does Duncan or Rothos have a healing potion that we could give to Duncan to get him a few more points?
It's up to you. You guys have the inventory, not me. So
I know I don't have a healing potion. I've got a gold ring, and a large blue gem, and 20 gold pieces. Yep. And
Rothos, does your corpse have a healing potion on it?
Oh, actually, wait a minute. This says I have half of a healing potion.
I have Lupo. Actually, you know what?
Lupo has a lot of gear.
Yeah, we've got healing potions amongst us. I just don't want to use mine when I
know
might
for a
need
fact
it.
you had one from the last from the first adventure.
We'll
Yes,
have
I have half
Rothos
healing
carry
potion.
some of Zombie Rothos carry some of Lupus's Lupo's.
Call him Lucas.
Not lupus. It's not a disease.
Blodgett,
Lupo.
do you have anything? Do you want to add anything to this conversation, Blodgett?
Rothos, did you have a healing potion in your inventory?
I'm dead.
I know, but I'm asking you just
we're
because I
searching-
can't look at
he's
your bloody
looting
We're
your
character.
corpse
searching
right
your
now.
body.
I don't have any potions on me now.
Okay.
Not that it would have survived.
Do you have any magic items or anything like that? And I'm confirming that Rothos is actually dead. Is he dead?
He's not moving. Put it that way. What were you? Okay, what did they hit you? Okay, so you took a full 17 points of damage. You're 5 over that, right?
5 in the hole. Yep.
Okay, so he was 5 over that. So there's a possibility you could certainly revive him from the dead, but he's not moving. So you guys got to get creative here.
Grat like pack mule, pack Rothos, zombie Rothos sound good.
As long as there's still a skeleton left, I can animate.
You'll cast some like resurrection down the line.
Left, yes.
Well, yeah, animate
Awesome.
animate dead.
Wait a second. Aldemar has a ring. Hey, Aldemar, let's see that ring of yours.
If we take it off of Eldmar, it'll
He'll die.
Yeah, they're gonna put
Otherwise,
an
you want-
ring on me.
Otherwise, you want
No,
Roth-
the other one, the Infovision one. He's going
Yeah,
to
do that.
dark. No.
If we take the ring off of Eldamar, it'll probably kill him. And then if we put it on Rothos' dead body and I cast animate dead, then
It would be an Aldemar zombie.
Aldemar would be trapped in the
sentient.
zombie body. But it would be under our control.
You already.
Oh.
Let's not get too creative here.
I'm just going to cast animate dead
Yeah.
on Rothos.
There's nothing I can do to heal him or save him as a
Not
rogue, so there's
really.
nothing I can do. So I'm just sad and upset that he's dead, and
You say a
wish
prayer.
our cleric could do something about it beyond turning him into a zombie.
Well, he can
Or-
carry stuff.
Or lighting his balls on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we can send him
Wait a minute,
ahead
wait a
into
minute, wait a minute,
trance.
wait a minute here. Ha.
Hold on.
Okay, so, all right, so you see Lupo is fumbling around through the bag, through your bag of loot. All right, so when you guys fought Icar
Mm-hmm.
in the surface there, none of you really probably remember this, but when you killed off the Medusa, if you remember.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
In
remember
that
that
treasure
shit.
lot. Okay, so here's what was allowed. Here's what you took from that particular encounter. Okay, you have a potion of undead control.
Oh man.
You have a potion of diminution. Don't forget that, so you can turn yourself a little teeny tiny.
Turn him into a tiny little skeleton.
Oh, we have
You
a
have-
pocket zombie.
And you had
Pocket zombie.
clerical scrolls.
Oh,
Right.
That's
These
right.
were the clerical scrolls: Windwalk, Cure Light Wounds, Feign Death,
Yeah.
Cure Serious Wounds, Purify Food and Drink, and Resurrection.
Oh,
There you go.
did
Resurrect.
I not
And-
use that?
and then-
I
and
did not
hey,
have that one written down.
Blodgett, do not forget that you have that feather that is in that the magic feather that you tucked into your cap.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I almost forgot about that.
I
Oh,
hadn't forgotten
and
about it, but I
and
don't know
then-
what it does yet.
I know. And Blodgett, you also have the Ring of Warmth too. Don't forget that. Yeah, I know you took those. Those have to be on your
Yes.
thing.
Gotta use that
I'm actually
resurrection scroll.
wearing the
Right.
ring of warmth and have the feather in my hat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then let's see. Oh, and then you also have a scroll of comprehend languages.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have. What else did you have?
Would those not be
Besides the loot. Okay. Oh, there's also what looks like some sort of oil that is. It was in a very fancy looking jar that you pulled from that encounter.
Mm-hmm.
which Rothos could identify it. It's oil of ethereal mist, but that's not going to help you.
Right.
And then there is a clerical scroll of atonement that you have. However, the only one that is of any use to you is the one of resurrection, and none of you can cast it except for Gray.
Mm-hmm.
And
Rothos.
yeah. And then don't forget you still have the feather, which you have no idea what it does, and
Resurrection.
Because I've not actually
that will do nothing for you, and
I would
neither
do
will-
resurrection.
Yeah.
So
Because
you would
I
have
haven't
to
looked
use
at
that.
the module that the feather
I have it right here.
is. It well, I do too, but on my honor, I've not been looking at it.
Yeah, I will explain that to you later. But right now, it's not giving you any vagina tingles or anything like that.
Yeah.
So Lupo is reaching into the bag of tricks there, and he's fumbling through these scrolls, Gray, and he says, "Is any of these helpful? Is there anything amongst this that will help Rothos?" And you come across Gray. You come across there's the scroll of resurrection. Feign death would probably no. Feign death won't do anything. Windwalk, cure light wounds, feign death, cure serious wounds, purify and resurrection, and a ring of warmth. Okay, so the only one that would actually help in this situation would be resurrection. So, and it's a process too. So you could do it if you guys want to. Yeah, I mean,
what do you guys think? Zombie Rothos or reanimated?
Him back to life, Rothos.
No.
His fate in your hands.
I would resurrect. I would resurrect. Grat say resurrect.
All right. Hopefully he survives the resurrection.
Well,
System shock, my friend. System shock is
let's find. Let's
the
go.
real thing.
That's right.
Let's
So
go back
I'll
to,
cast. I'll start reading the scroll.
It's not. Grat say this hallway not good for this.
Well, do we want to drag his body into one of the rooms?
Yeah.
Go back into the room you were in.
I would say go back into the room.
Resurrection survival, people.
Yeah, it'll take a while to cast that spell, but you could technically do it.
All right, let's go back into the room we were in.
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Well, Gray's the one that has to agree to it because he's the one that has to do. He has to do the ritual.
Let's go back in the room.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, you guys can come back into this room again.
Right where we started.
And then where is Constitution? What's your Constitution, Rothos? Or what's Rothos's Constitution?
Oh, it's probably crap.
I presume you're dragging him. Like Grot, you would have no problem dragging this.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I'm just wondering about it.
I'll work handle him into the room. Dre Raven is right. We can always animate the corpse if he doesn't survive.
There hasn't been any talk of like gods or anything in this game, has there?
Only slightly.
Evil
God
ones.
damn it! What was Rob's character's name? The tiefling. I actually have it somewhere.
I can't
Let
remember.
me look here. Where did I put it?
Amos, what's your character's constitution?
Sarah. That's what it was.
10.
Okay, that's Sarah's thing right here. All right. Oh, and I have,
That's
I
right,
have
Sarah.
his constitution. Let's see. Amos's constitution is what's your constitution? 10. Yeah, so he's at 10. He's not all that hardy. Sarah, that's Rob's tiefling's character that had the ring that was actually now on Aldemar's finger. Okay. The demon, the half demon, whatever demon. Okay, so Gray, you're the only one that can do this.
I am casting from the scroll the resurrection spell.
All right.
75% chance.
Yep.
What?
You have a 75% chance of
Is
making
that
it.
his system shock? Is that what
Yeah.
the one is?
75 or lower.
First of all, Gray's got to do this because I'm pretty sure this scroll is over his. He's reading it, so there's a possibility of
5%
failure.
chance of failure for every level difference. So I need to check the level of that spell too. Resurrection.
Mhm.
That's like 8 or 9, isn't it?
Resurrection is a 7th level cleric
7th.
spell.
Okay.
I am level 5, I
Okay, so
believe.
2 levels below.
Yeah.
Let me check. Am I 5 or am I 6? No, I'm a level 6 cleric.
Okay, so 1.
So I only have a 5% chance of failing.
All right, let me roll that 5% for you. Hang on 1 second, and
Oh.
you're good. Don't worry.
Okay. System shock is 70%. Resurrection survival is 75%. So there you go.
Only
Okay.
the resurrection should count on this one.
Okay, so resurrection survival. You cast it on Rothos. Rothos, your immortal soul is being drawn back to the prime material plane, and you are. You're perfect. Okay, just
Jesus.
61. You're fine. Okay,
Nice.
you're okay. All
You see
right.
this beautiful field of flowers and all these
Your
fabulous
constitution is
open
now
women
9.
running about
You-
naked.
Rothos, you wake up, your pants are unbuttoned.
All right. Now, do some
You
shots.
lose 1
Yes, you're
constitution.
I was
fine.
in.
61 under. Okay, so 70. All right, you are okay. You are back to life with, I believe, 1 hit point is how the resurrection works. So it brings you back to
Holy shit.
the land of the living. Now, Aldemar, roll me a d20, please.
All right, we're gonna show the D20 being rolled.
All right.
Wow. It's a 13.
13. Well,
Nice.
that's worth a percentage die roll. Let's see.
You can
Ah.
resurrect somebody who's been dead for like up to 190 years.
Okay.
depending on the level.
Aldemar, as Rothos is being sort of drawn back from the great beyond, his soul being reinserted back into his hard burned flesh, although resurrection actually revivifies you.
Oh shit.
So
What level was Amos, or what level was Rothos?
Rothos was 5th.
5th level.
Actually,
So
it's a 6th up here.
Gray needs.
Dre got the Dre got the joke.
Let's see. It's impossible for me to cast further spells or engage in combat until I've had 1 day of bed rest.
Yeah.
For each level of experience of the person brought back to life. So I've got to have Gray is
You are
exhausted
exhausted.
from casting the scroll.
Although
Need to
here's the
rest
thing,
for
though.
5 days.
You know what, Gray? I'm gonna actually hold on. All right, we're gonna, since you read that from the scroll and not necessarily actually performing the spell, I'll waive that for this one right here. So if you had cast it on your own from like memory, that would have been one thing. You're reading it from the scroll itself, so the magic is bound in the scroll, not necessarily through you.
Okay.
So therefore, you still how about, you know what? Let's do this. We'll convert it to hours. So you're still exhausted by it, but it's not going to take you days to recover from it.
Okay.
Simply because it was read from the scroll and not you actually doing the whole thing yourself. Rothos, yeah. So you are exhausted and completely tapped out. Rothos, you are back from the land of the dead into the land of the living here. You didn't go to Eldamar. You didn't go to the Valar. You didn't go see the Valar real quick. Aldemar, however, you are now hearing voices in your head right after Rothos was was resurrected. And you're kind of like, you don't want to tell anybody about it because it's almost like you're hearing, you're kind of like schizophrenic almost, like you're hearing voices in your head, and it only started after Gray brought Rothos back.
Ooh.
Rothos doesn't sense anything weird as he comes back.
No, Rothos, you're just fine.
Okay.
Absolutely fine. Aldemar starts hearing kind of like, kill them in the back of your head.
Well, I can't cast spells, so
No, you can't, but it's just the most faintest
I'm
whisper.
just saying, like, just shut up. Just
Like
shut up.
another, yeah. Okay,
It's
so
it's like listening to a girlfriend complain about her problems.
yes, except this is like
Magical nagging.
whispers in your brain kind of thing. It's you're gaslighting yourself. All right. I think that's good enough for right now. That was actually pretty good.
That was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
Interlude, yes.
You're gonna definitely have to rest here now, anyways, because Gray is tapped out, and he's gonna have to sleep for a little bit after that. So,
but the screaming.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Aldemar,
probably a goddamn auditory illusion.
Actually,
just
you know what?
hang on the door and tell her to keep it down for a while.
Duncan, hold on. Let's Duncan's there. Gray, you're sleeping. Rothos, you are you've got to crash out too a little bit to sort of recover yourself. Grot, roll me a d20. Blodgett, roll me a d20, and then I'm gonna roll for Lupo.
I know. Rothos is gonna nibble on some rations.
Okay. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Grat rolled a 9.
A 9? Okay. So Blodgett, you notice Lupo kind of looking a little strangely at Aldemar, and then you look at Aldemar and you say, you think maybe he was talking to himself for a second.
Okay.
So it's a little weird. You say, Aldemar's acting a little weird.
Okay.
So just so you notice this, Aldemar definitely has, you guys don't know he's hearing something in his head, but Lupo and you kind of look at each other like,
what's up with Aldemar?
Did you just see what I saw?
Yeah.
So, all right. That is, I think, going to be it for tonight. That was actually pretty, it was pretty entertaining.
Indeed.
And you lucked your ass off, Amos, because if that hadn't been, I read it right here from the module. If that hadn't been in there, you would have been your ass. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Any other bookkeeping we need to do before you guys have some more downtime in the same room?
No, I think that's it, right?
I think I just need 5 hours of sleep.
We'll have to set watch. Grat's hit points are still pretty good. I only was down.
Yeah, you did take some hits initially from the one that left over, but so you are actually, I should say that you have actually been damaged. Duncan is still not at full strength. Rothos is most definitely not at full strength. Blodgett, you got bit one, I believe, so you got hit at some point, right? Did you take 10 points? That's something like that. So Blodgett could use a little healing and some downtime. Duncan definitely could. So,
all right, we'll hang out in this room, I think, for at least half the day.
Okay, let me kill that. There you go. All right.
Go ahead and set a watch. Cool. All right. Everyone, thank you for joining us. The chat was lively today. It was
now, what have we learned from this? No fireball.
That was a natural D20 for the record.
That was good.
It was
all right.
You know what?
Yeah, whatever.
From here on out, I think we will engage the chat whenever there is seemingly impossible.
No.
We will let them decide.
I'm putting the camera on every dice roll because that. We're never gonna have a debate.
I have my second camera. I have my second camera. I could point that down towards
right. But I'm gonna have the camera on every dice roll after this because we're just not gonna have the debate.
Yeah, I love it. The only reason I even brought that up is because that one time when we were playing with
Jethro,
and I rolled that natural 20, I'm like, I sometimes go back and watch that again.
It's a beauty.
That was brilliant. That was good stuff. Beauty.
That's why you play the game.
Well, it's like you did that. Vince did the crit backstab on a dragon. And then I took the head off the Umber Hulk, and it was
quite the game. I would love to do that again. Do the full up power gaming.
Well, supposedly all of our PCs were going to be used by him in his campaign as NPC.
I wonder whatever happened to Sejanus.
So yeah, I wonder where they're at and what they're doing. So
I thought it was so funny. I saw it was because we did that months before the Stranger Things episode or season 4 came out.
Yeah,
and Vecna is the I have the eye.
I had the hand.
Had.
We'll have to invite him on for a sequel.
Yeah, we should do that sometime.
We'll do another one shot. I think that'll be good for another Saturday for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we're gonna call it, gentlemen.
Sure, we'll do it again. Let's see. I was fully prepared to do this in Vegas like last week, but in fact, I even brought my dice and everything else, but I just couldn't do the scheduling when I was there.
No,
is there any chance that your paladin is still alive? The Bullvi is still alive. How many hit points did you actually have versus the damage?
I would have to go. I would have to go get the sheet, but I'll tell you what. I'll put that in our Twitter DMs.
Yeah, because I mean, as much as I'd love to say both, it doesn't seem like there's any chance that we can
Shit,
save.
I can do it right now. Hang on,
if I can save Bullvi, that at least, some synergy left in our companions.
Well, it's one less. It's one less. Yeah, we still maintain the party, and it's one less character to reroll.
Right.
See, I did this the old school way. I actually did this with pencil here on one of these sheets. So my hit points.
I did buy something to honor both of you.
My hit points were, let's see, my hit points, my maximum, I don't know what I had, but my maximum hit points were 37.
Oh shit, no. I think I started you with 40.
Okay.
No, I was at 37, so right here.
Yeah, I started you at 40.
So he's mostly dead.
Okay. Then I will do my best to send you guys off to Valhalla.
And I still have Sejanus, the true hero.
Nice.
True hero.
Bring him back for another one shot with Jeffro for sure.
I should in a round 2.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know you're the busiest. You're like jet setting all over the fucking planet now. So
yeah.
What's the rest of your November look like?
I will be doing Access Vegas. I believe we're doing it on the 21st. Let me look at my calendar here. When is this? Oh, that's a Monday. So it would be it's probably going to, we won't do it on Thanksgiving. So I will probably be in Vegas on the 19th. I can't imagine we're going to do it on Thanksgiving area. So I believe I'll be it'll either be the 12th or it'll be the 19th. No, it'll definitely be the 19th. I'll be on the 19th, the 18th for Access Vegas. So I could do it. I could do it when I could do it. I can't do it the 16th. Well, maybe I could do it the 6th. Yeah, I could do it the 16th, or I could do it the day before Thanksgiving, which is the 23rd.
Either of those days.
I'm probably going to be available the 16th or the 23rd. I don't know. I could make that plans that far ahead to the 30th, which is another.
Here's what we can do. We'll leave the 16th and the 23rd because TJ will be out next week, and we'll do a live fireside chat from here. So the 16th and the 23rd will be good. So whatever one you pick, then Drew will do the other one. So
there's a chance I'll be in the Florida Keys the week of the 16th.
All right. Okay, how about the 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving? I know I'll be there. I know I'll be home for that.
All right, let's do
I'll be here for that.
All right, cool.
And then should I run on the 30th so that we're more likely to have everybody here?
This way Robert can play. Yeah, so we'll do the 23rd will be Rollo's game, and the 30th shall be Drew's game.
Oh, cool.
Sounds good.
Plan a Viking funeral.
Yes.
Keep in mind there's stuff happening on the beach.
I need a young virgin to die with me on the boat, flaming boat.
Oh, well, the prisoner we've got after we interrogate him, he's going to be sacrificed to Odin to...
No, I need a young virgin, sorry. And we need a voluntary virgin to die for me. Good luck finding one of those.
It's not going to happen.
Well, if you come across one while you're in Vegas,
I'll do my best. Yeah, I'll ask her.
Yeah, when are you gonna have those girls on your Access Vegas show?
Yes. Oh my God, how funny would that be?
Hey, chainmail bikini D&D game.
Yeah, a one-off game that people will remember.
Absolutely.
Guys, hey, come on. We're going to do this great show. I would love to do that. We could, if the Access Vegas studio and Sticky Paw studio and the big studio, that table is easily big enough to run a game.
Oh, shit. You should totally set that up.
It could be Thought D&D.
That would be great. You could even get towards the play.
Oh my god! You know, it's funny. They'd probably be up for it too if we just if we did something like that.
They probably totally would.
Well, Tor should definitely probably be game for it if you ask.
Yeah, that would be. Oh well, Tori would do it, but automatically. But you know, if we had like CJ Sparks, she'd probably do it just because I was on the show. And be like, oh, we're playing D&D. Oh, okay. God, that'd be fun. And then like,
you need at least 3.
Let them like start sober, and then they can like take like vodka shots as they play.
Yeah, there you go. Every time they roll a crit or a critical failure, they have to roll. They have to take a
1 or 20. They have to do a shot.
There you go.
That would be fun.
304 edition.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man, we should get Jeffro too. Jeffro, fly into Vegas.
Fly into Vegas and run this game.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. This has been fun.
It has. I'm gonna roll us out here. Everyone, thank you for joining us in the chat.
We need to do another painting show in the future too.
I need to get my printer working.
Rollo, what are you doing this Tuesday night? And you, Robert?
This Tuesday is what?
3?
Is the date?
Is the 8th.
Ooh.
I will be voting.
Yes.
And but after that, I think I'll probably be available. I would say. I usually, like, whenever I go voting, I vote. My wife and I vote, and then we go have dinner afterwards. So, but you know, I think we'll probably, you know, I might be available. Did you want to do a paint session?
Yeah,
my goddamn, like, I'm still moving into the studio, and my hobby side of this whole thing is on over there, and I just have to. I haven't been home to actually keep moving in or rearranging things. In the garage now, so.
All right. Well, no, that's fine.
It's ready. I'll be happy to do it, though. I would love to. I need to get back to doing some hobby stuff, some real, like, you know,
absolutely
popcorn.
Yeah, we got minis to finish painting.
And by the way, who the fuck was it? Was it who's the guy? Sargon of Akkad and them are doing like painting. They're doing paint sessions now, I think.
Were they looking at
well, they were looking at them. Yeah, that's one of the comments that I made. Like, what the fuck do you have the camera on your face for, you dumbass?
Yeah. I know. Like, let me see what you're working on, right? Yeah.
Seriously.
I thought that was funny because like it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like a stitch and bitch, but like I had no earthly idea that Sargon of Akkad. What the hell is his real name? I don't know. But I had no idea that he was all about.
Carl Benjamin.
What's that?
Carl Benjamin.
That's what. Yeah, I had no idea he was into 40K at all, but it was kind of cool to see like people who I would not necessarily. It's not like I agree with everything the guy says. I would very much love to go on his show and like run him up the flagpole for stuff, but the fact that he shares a hobby, I kind of like
you run him up the flagpole and paint together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Cool. We'll figure out a painting session once
all right,
we're
fellas.
Set and ready to go. All right. I'm gonna run the music and we're gonna head out.
All right.
Till next. Magic missile.
I need some more standards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I attack the darkness.